Are you ready to upgrade your smartphone? If yes, then you have come to the right place. All the smartphones listed below have gone through our usual set of performance tests and have earned a place in this list. So, without any more delay, here's a look at our top picks for best mobiles under 20,000 rupees. Welcome to Nerdy's Top 10. Before watching, don't forget to subscribe and leave your thoughts in comments. First on our list comes the Motorola One Fusion Plus. It is a budget offering from the company. This smartphone is among the very few devices to sport a pop-up selfie camera. The 6.5-inch display on the Motorola One Fusion Plus is an IPS panel and is HDR10 certified. Powering the Motorola One Fusion Plus is the Qualcomm Snapdragon 730G processor. The One Fusion Plus also packs in a big 5000 mAh battery which delivered excellent battery life. Motorola ships the One Fusion Plus with stock Android, which isn't very common. It has a quad camera setup with a 64-megapixel primary camera. It manages good photos in daylight and enables HDR automatically in bright scenes. The macro camera also delivers a good output in low light. Next comes the Samsung Galaxy M31s. It is the successor of the Galaxy M31 and brings new features to the segment. The Galaxy M31s sports a 6.5-inch Infinity AMOLED display with a hole punch at the center. Samsung has opted for the Exynos 9611 SoC to power the Galaxy M31s. The Galaxy M31 packs a big 6000 mAh battery around. Samsung has paired a 25 watts charger in the box. Also has a fingerprint magnet and picks up fingerprints very easily. The phone runs One UI 2.1 on top of Android 10. The Galaxy M31s has a quad camera setup at the back consisting of a 64-megapixel primary camera. We found the camera performance to be good in daylight. It also has a single take feature which offers different outputs after recording a video. Next comes the Realme 7 Pro. It is the spiritual successor to the Realme 6 Pro, boasting of big upgrades such as an AMOLED display, stereo speakers, and 65W fast charging. The Realme 7 Pro performed well as it features the same Qualcomm Snapdragon 720G SoC as the 6 Pro. The Super AMOLED display was great for watching videos on, and this experience was enhanced by the stereo speakers. There's a 4,500 mAh battery in the Realme 7 Pro. The rear cameras on the Realme 7 Pro include a 64-megapixel Sony IMX682 main camera, an 8-megapixel ultra-wide-angle camera, a 2-megapixel depth camera, and a 2-megapixel macro camera. Next comes the Realme X7 5G. It comes in at an attractive price and boasts of the brand new MediaTek Dimensity 800U processor, plus 5G, dual SIM, dual standby, and an eye-catching design. The pattern on the back and giant brand slogan might not be to everyone's taste, but that's only on the Nebula version, and there's also a sober space silver option. The Realme X7 has a 6.4-inch AMOLED screen with an in-display fingerprint sensor. It's relatively light and compact but still has a 4,310 mAh battery and delivered excellent runtime during our review. You can use the bundled proprietary 65W fast charger, but this phone actually charges at up to 50W. The screen is pleasant enough and the speaker is quite good. Games and videos were both enjoyable. The Realme X7 5G is a strong contender in its price segment. Next comes the Infinix Zero 8i. It is a tall smartphone with a big 6.85-inch display with 90Hz refresh rate. It packs in a 4,500 mAh battery and is capable of 33W fast charging but ships with an 18W charger in the box. Infinix has picked the MediaTek Helio G90T processor. There is 8GB of RAM and 128GB of UFS 2.1 storage. The Infinix Zero 8i unlocks quickly while using the fingerprint scanner as well as the face unlock feature. The Infinix Zero 8i has a quad camera setup with a 48-megapixel primary camera, an 8-megapixel ultra-wide-angle camera, a 2-megapixel dot for selfies, There's a 16 megapixel primary camera and an 8 megapixel ultra wide angle camera. If you are looking for a smartphone to game on, the Zero 8i definitely has the performance. Next comes the Realme Narzo X3 Pro 5G is currently the least expensive 5G phone. The side-mounted fingerprint sensor works very well. All that's needed is a quick tap to unlock the phone. The display is a 6.5-inch Full HD Plus LCD panel with good levels of brightness and color saturation. The Realme Narzo X3 Pro 5G runs on the MediaTek Dimensity 800 SoC, which has a built-in 5G modem, is quite powerful and power efficient. Performance of the Realme Narzo X3 Pro 5G has been pretty solid as the SoC handles multitasking or demanding tasks such as gaming, pretty easily. Battery life is equally good. The cameras on the Realme Narzo X3 Pro 5G are your run-of-the-mill setup. There's a primary 48 megapixel camera, an 8 megapixel ultra-wide camera, and a 2 megapixel macro camera. Next comes the Xiaomi Redmi Note 10 Pro Max. It is raising the profile of its mainstream Redmi Note series with specifications that are sure to grab attention. There's a 5020 mAh battery and you get a 33W charger in the box. This phone has a fantastic 6.67-inch Full HD plus 120Hz HDR10 Super AMOLED display. You get a Qualcomm Snapdragon 732G SoC and up to 8GB of RAM with 128GB of storage. The rear 108 megapixel camera takes good shots in the daytime. The 5 megapixel telemacro camera is even more interesting and really does allow for some creative framing. Performance overall in everyday use is pretty good. Next comes the Poco X3 Pro. Poco X3 Pro is a mid-range smartphone that is powered by the flagship Qualcomm Snapdragon 860 processor. The phone offers superior performance, has a high refresh rate display, quad cameras on the back and a fast-charging battery to boot. The Poco X3 Pro features a 6.67-inch Full HD Plus, 2400 x 1080 pixels, resolution display with a punch hole cutout in the center for the selfie camera. It is topped with Gorilla Glass 6 for added protection. The Poco X3 Pro is powered by the Snapdragon 860 processor with an octa-core CPU running at up to 2.96 GHz. This is paired with up to 8GB RAM and 128GB storage. On the front, there is a 20MP selfie camera. The Poco X3 Pro is equipped with a 5,160 mAh battery that supports 33W fast charging out of the box. Next comes the Realme 8 Pro. Is the successor to the Realme 7 Pro and gets a bold design. It is slimmer than its predecessor and comes in flashy colors. It sports a 6.4-inch AMOLED display with a hole punch for the selfie camera in the top left corner. The display has Full HD Plus resolution and an in-display fingerprint scanner. It is also powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 720G processor, with 6GB or 8GB of RAM. You get a 4,500 mAh battery that is capable of fast charging at 50W. The phone does a good job with portrait shots and the macros too were sharp but limited to 2 megapixels in resolution. Camera performance in low light was decent with better details in night mode. Top on the list comes the Moto G60. The first Motorola smartphone with a 108 megapixel camera and is priced quite aggressively. The Moto G60 is a big and bulky phone. It has a big 6.8-inch LCD display with a 120Hz refresh rate. Moto G60 is powered by the tried and tested Qualcomm Snapdragon 732G processor and delivers good performance. The Moto G60 houses a 5000 mAh battery with 18W charger in the box. It has a 108 megapixel primary camera, an 8 megapixel ultra-wide angle camera that also clicks macros, and a depth sensor. The ultra-wide angle photos are upscaled to 12 megapixels and had some distortion. Motorola ships the Moto G60 with Android 11 with only the Facebook app pre-installed for new update. But that enough for today. Let us know in the comments below which the best smartphone under 20,000 you think, or maybe there is something even better than this. See you next time.